Hello and welcome to this short practice. This practice, we're going to just get some energy flowing in the body, bring in a little bit of zest, a little bit of zing. Couple breath practices to start with, and one breath practice is very enlivening for the whole heart space, the energetics of the heart. And it also has a lovely cooling and nurturing effect, which we'll be able to just bask in for a few moments, and then we'll get into some movements and some slightly more restorative postures at the end. We're going to need a couple blocks today, if you have 2 blocks, and also a couple pillows or a bolster if you have a bolster at home, but a couple firm pillows will also do the trick. We want to support ourselves at the end of our practice to have a lovely, just a cooling down after our movements. So just finding a comfortable seat that feels good to you in your body to start with. We're going to work with 2 breath practices, one for a couple minutes and the other for 3 minutes. And these practices will get some inner fire going, that zest and that zing from the navel center, stirring up a little bit of heat and then activating the biomagnetic sphere around the heart space. And then we'll move that energy through. So find your sit bones beneath you, lengthen up through the spine, shoulders over the hips, and then gently pull your chin back and just take a couple breaths here of noticing yourself and how you're feeling in this exact moment. Inviting your practice, this short practice, to serve you. One more breath. Wonderful. We're going to start with a couple minutes of breath of fire. So breath of fire, we're pressing the air out of both nostrils as we draw the belly button in and slightly up. The inhale becomes passive because we're focusing on the exhale, 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 exhale as the belly pumps in. You can work with this breath slower or quite fast, like a bellows that's pumping air on the fire. Imagine that fire igniting. And if breath of fire is not serving you, you can take long, slow, deep breaths here. We close the eyes, we roll the eyes upwards towards the brow point. Take a half breath in to begin. If you're pumping the navel, strong pumps of the navel really activate that inner flame. Soften your face and your jaw. Focus on that strong exhale. Inhale is passive. Just another 30 seconds. And take a deep breath in. Hold the breath at the top. Bring your navel center in, snuggle it in, lightly draw your pelvic floor muscles in and up. Feel that energy, that heat, that zestiness rising up to the heart space, nourishing the heart. And a long, slow exhale through an O-shaped mouth. Deep inhale. And exhale through the mouth. Nice. Turn the palms up on the knees and just allow a little bit of space here. What did that breath of fire, stir up in you? A beautiful breath you can work with anytime. Very energizing, very clearing. What are you noticing about yourself here in this moment? Nice. And then opening the eyes. Let's bring our palms together and give them a rub. And this next breath is a Kundalini breath practice called Breath of 10. So we want to get the palms nice and energized here. Nice. And then just hold the palms a little bit away from each other. Feel that energy and that heat between the palms. And what we're going to do here is we're going to inhale through the nose for 5 and exhale through the mouth for 5. So the breath is like this, the pattern of the breath. And the hands are going to pump along with the breath, but without touching. So just imagine that energy between the hands as they press into each other, using a little bit of resistance and traction through the arms as if you're actually pressing into something. And feel this energy right in front of the heart space. So that's the pattern of it. We're going to go for 3 minutes here. Just keep going. You'll find a nice rhythm for yourself. Should be able to feel some activation happening in the arms, of course, but feel in around your heart space as well. Really feel that upliftment and that energization through the heart. And as you're working with the breath, eyes are closed and you can lightly roll the gaze up towards the eyebrows. Notice the coolness of the hands. Beautiful breath for the heat of the summer, for these hot summer days. We're creating this beautiful little fan for ourselves. Just keep going. Find the joy in this expression of breath. Just another 15 seconds here. Nice. Come to stillness. Take a deep inhale. And then cup the hands over the eyes. Hold the breath in. And exhale. Inhaling. Hands over the heart. Left on the heart, right over top. Hold the breath in. And exhale, release. And inhale, left hand over the belly button, right hand over top. Hold the breath in. And exhale, hands to the knees, palms facing up, and just breathing naturally. Noticing your experience here. How did that breath serve you? What are you noticing about yourself? Feeling sensations around the heart space, through the shoulders, down the arms, into your hands. 2 more breaths here, fully present to your inner experience, your inner energy. What gives you that zest for life? Nice. And gently open the eyes, sweep the arms up. Take hold of the right wrist and pull gently over to the left. Inhaling center, switch wrists. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center, 1 more each way. Right wrist, draw to the left. Inhale center and draw the left wrist over to the right. Nice. Reach the arms up and exhaling slowly down. Wonderful. Stretch your legs out. We've been sitting for a little while. Just give your ankles a rotation one way and the other. And we'll just come into a tabletop position on our mat. Just take a few cat-cows here, arching and rounding through the spine. Working out some energy through the spinal column, front side of the body. Nice. And tuck the toes under. We'll come into our downward facing dog and just walk the legs out just to warm up the hamstrings, the ankles, the feet, the toes. Wonderful. Press back. Find your expression of down dog. Maybe a little bend in the knees. That always feels nice. Tuck your chin in. Deep breath in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Inhale, look forward to the top of the mat. We'll take a walk in that direction. Come into your half lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, palms touch. And exhale, slowly down through center and come into standing mountain pose. So we're going to work through 3 sun salutations with a slightly different variation. So we won't be doing any chaturangas or vinyasas in this one. So it'll be easier on the wrists and using a little bit less core strength. We've had a lot of core activation through our breath work. So these variations just have a cat-cow in the middle instead of a vinyasa, which is really lovely. So we'll do 3 rounds, palms to the heart, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms touch. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, down. Inhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And then exhale as your knees come down, round the spine. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale as you round the spine, find your way back into downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, tippy toes, bend the knees, step between the hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, rising up, palms touch. Exhale, slowly bring the palms down through center. And inhale, sweeping up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. And exhale, drop the knees, begin to round into your cat pose. Inhale, arch into cow pose. Exhale, as you round into cat pose, find your downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, tippy toes, bend the knees, hop or step between the hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, palms touch. Exhale, slowly down through center. And last round, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, ripple down. Inhale, step back, downward dog. And exhale, knees to the ground, round the spine. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale as you round, come into downward dog. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, tippy toes, bend the knees. Step between the hands, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, slowly down and into standing mountain pose. Take a couple breaths here, noticing your experience. Wonderful. Inhale, sweep the arms up, take hold of that right wrist, a little standing side opener as you lean and open to the left. Inhale, center, switch hands, take hold of the left wrist, lean to the right. Inhale, center, lean to the left. Inhale, center, and lean to the right. Nice, step wide, toes pointing forward, reach the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. All the way down. Maybe you can have your blocks under your hands or bring your blocks close by. We're going to use them in our next position, or just save them and come all the way down and just get this nice little inversion. Inversions are really wonderful for bringing some clarity to the brain. Bend your knees a little bit if you need. And just take 3 more breaths here. Give your head a little nod. Maybe a little circle one way and the other. Last breath. Nice. And we're going to come into a half lift. Take your blocks, place one block on top of the other, and then just scoot forward so that you're sitting on your blocks. You can grab your pillows or your bolster. And we're just taking a supported malasana here. So find a nice wide opening through the inner thighs. And if you have your pillows, you can lean forward. So as you lean forward, hinge from the hips rather than rounding from the low back so that you can get into the hip joints a little bit more. Take a little bit of movement here. Really nice to have those blocks supporting you. Sometimes Malasana is not an easy pose. So this brings in that sense of ease and just allows you to find a little bit of depth. Maybe your elbows come down, maybe your pillows are stacked a little higher. And we're just going to begin to round the spine. Tuck your chin in. And we'll take about 6 breaths here in this delicious pose. Allow the energy to settle. Three more breaths. Nice. And slowly come up. Just straighten both your legs and give them a little shake out. We're going to rearrange our blocks and our pillows so that we can lie back and have a heart opener. So our bolster is going to be supporting our middle back and our tailbone, and our blocks are going to be up on not on the low setting, but on the medium setting. We're making a T shape towards the top of our mat. So we want our head on the top of the T. We want the line coming down to kind of hit our middle back. And we want the pillows or the bolster to catch the middle back and the tailbone. So getting on your bolster or your pillows first. You almost need a camera getting a top view here. Bring that first block right in between your shoulder blades, and then the other block is supporting your head. So the blocks are a bit firmer than bolsters or pillows, so they're going to push into the spine a little bit more intensely. If that feels too intense for you, you could lie the blocks down on the first setting so that they're not so pointy, for lack of a better word. You can keep your knees up, feet wide, and then knees just falling into each other for a very gentle internal hip rotation. Arms out to the sides. And just really give yourself some space here. Maybe contemplating our question for this practice. What gives me a zest for life? What to you feels particularly zesty these days? Just marinate with that beautiful zesty feeling, because why not? And we'll take just about another minute here. Feel that gentle opening through the heart space, softening your whole face, your eyebrows, your jaw, shoulders rolling back. Feel the relaxation through your whole abdomen, your whole back, your hips, your legs, your arms. Just give yourself time to soften. Stay with the breath. We'll take 4 more long, slow breaths. And if this is feeling really good to you and you would like to stay longer, you're welcome to stay longer for as long as you wish, up to 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, if time allows for you. And if you're feeling complete, you can just stretch your arms and stretch your legs out. And just roll off to one side, whichever side feels easiest. Just take a breath once you've rolled off. And then gently press yourself back up to a seated position. And we'll just close together, palms at the heart. Feeling gratitude for this short practice. May it serve us. May it ignite our inner zest of what feels zesty in our lives at this time during this season. Nice. And I will see you in the next short practice. Have a beautiful day or evening whenever you're watching this video. We'll see you next time. Namaste.